Good day fellas, I hope you are ready for your extra daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a 40 TP. I know many of you hate this vehicle because how slow that tank is. Even on paper it's 50 kilometers per hour, but without turbo this tank can be very sluggish, and I am very well aware of that. That's why we are using turbo on this tank. And I want to take a second, fellas, to appreciate every single of you tuning in, and I hope you are doing well, and I hope you are having an excellent day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for watching, and let's start our journey. And obviously, let's go for the best, fingers crossed. Let's teleport into the game number 1. And we are in the game. So what do we have? We have one of my favorite maps, Ghost Town. It is very nice map, at least I like it. And what do we have? We have what this vehicle is capable of, what is the alpha damage, and so on. So this vehicle has 240 alpha damage, 156 penetration, which is okay for a standard rounds. For a gold rounds you have a little bit shy of 200 millimeters of penetration, but you have extremely good shell velocity, 1200 meters. This is very good. So what do we want to do and how do we want to start this battle? I would say first of all we are going to do a very typical strategy. We will try to take this corner here and hopefully we will get a lot of use. And once again, I know people do not like this tank because of the slugginess, but nowadays you can fix it just like this while mounting turbo on the tank, and the tank is actually becoming somehow decent speed wise, even though on the paper it's 50 kilometers per hour. But you know, World of Tanks is not a paper, fellas. Anyways, what do we have? We are sitting on the corner and we are just waiting until enemies will do one or another mistake. That's all we want to do. Ooh, look at those jumping cables. I noticed that for a very first time in my life. Nice. You are living and you are learning, right? Meanwhile, we have Vaka who is playing here in the corner. That's completely fine. I don't really want to believe he is going to be too involved here. So what I want to do, I want to check out maybe someone is going to peek like this. We are getting spotted, so my initial prediction would be they have a gentleman who is sitting in this position here. This would be my initial prediction, fellas. And in fact, I don't really like how everything is looking like here, so we will try to escape in a second. Wait. Maybe. Are you planning to peek? No? Good. Okay, since he is not planning to peek yet, I am feeling, ooh, mistakes. Yeah, he decided to make a pressure and he decided to peek, and that wasn't great for him. He lost pretty much all of his HP and now he is questioning his life choices. But once again, mistakes were made. Meanwhile, beautiful shot to the Hellcat, and holy bananas, have you seen what kind of mohawk we have done from his haircut? We actually went just like this. Quite a weird start of the game, I'm not going to lie, fellas. I am not a big fan of the start, but the best thing of all this is only the start. We can improve quite a bit, and that's what we are going to do. So the first things first, what do we want to do? We want to somehow build the angle to punish gentlemen who decide to be super aggressive like this. And I am pretty sure we can find a good angle for the Skoda T25. I am very well aware of that. I need to be a bit more aggressive if I want to have an angle for him, but I am feeling completely fine as well. And let's hope for the best. Aim, and trying to hit him just like this. Unfortunately, we are missing our shot, and I am very well aware of that. Okay, how to get like 2,000 to 3,000 in this battle? This is the question. How to make this tank work? Okay, we are going to find our brother from other mother, which is going to be enemy 40 TP, and we are going to have a conversation with him. I am feeling great. I think we have advantage over him, obviously, because we have more hit points than this guy does, and we are just enjoying ourselves while trying to eliminate him from the game. I should reload quicker than he does. Beautiful. And the next victim will be Skoda T25, unless he is going to go in front, and even though if he would go in front, there is a humongous chance he will be dead in 3, 2, 1 now. Okay, not the best shot by me, fellas, but luckily this gentleman is dead. This is very weird game, fellas. It truly is. Unfortunately, we are not packing a humongous score and epic performance, but I can't complain too much. I think I was a bit too passive in the first moment of the game, and I simply did not manage to get easy damage or easy shots to the gentlemen who we are playing here, but that's okay. Once again, I am very well aware of my mistakes which I have done, but it is okay. We have a lot of time, and in fact this is only the start. I believe we are able to get more use. So what do we want to do? We want to spot enemy artists for obvious reasons, right? We know enemies have them medium tank here in the bushes, but I would rather go in front and try to spot Arthas than try to blind fire him. Although we are going with some blind shots on the move, but you know, blind shots on the move is not even close for being that accurate, if you know what I mean. Okay, we should be able to spot enemy Arthas in no time whatsoever. In fact, enemy Arthas should be spotted in 3, 2, 1 now. Beautiful, that's one clicker. And they should have another one also very close, don't you think so? Where is the other clicker? This is the question. Huh. I hope he is not in my butt. And there is a possibility he is, fellas. Okay, luckily for us he isn't. Meanwhile, we are aiming for shot for this medium tank, and here we go. Beautiful damage. Now, pay attention at this. Even though this battle was looking like quite bad at start, in the end of the day we managed to fix everything, and we have a solid 2000 damage and 200 assisting damage. And I cannot say this tank was feeling like super slow or something. Also, gun handling was 50-50. Sometimes we were hitting those hard shots, and sometimes we were missing them. But, you know, nothing what we can change about this. Still, pretty damn good first game. I am happy with this. And let's see where we are sitting in the scoreboard. We have a first class. That's very nice. 2.1000 damage, 200 assisting damage. We are first by experience. We are first by the damage. And we made just a bit shy of 50,000 credits profits. That's great, fellas, if you would ask me. Okay, let's go for round number 2. Let's go. And we are back with round number 2. This is going to be so much harder than the previous game. Previous game was 50-50, you know. This game is going to be so much harder than this. So pay attention what kind of matchmaking do we have here, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, we are fighting against the tier 8s, so that puts us into the bottom tier. So obviously our expectations for this battle drastically going down, but that's completely fine. The thing is, in World of Tanks, whenever you are bottom tier, you need to keep this in mind, and you cannot wear a cape and pretend you are a Superman, okay? This is not how World of Tanks is looking like. You need to slow down, you need to be so much more passive than you would be if you would play, let's say, tier 8 against the tier 6s. Then you could say, truks, like this, and you could show your chest and you could say, no. You know, you could play like this. In this kind of situation, this is looking completely differently, fellas. And you know what? I am feeling relatively alright with this. I am feeling relatively alright. All we need to do, we need to punish this gentleman peeking sideways, and this is not simple. IS-2 shielded, he has a great armor, even though I could load APCRs, couldn't I? I think I could. I think I could load APCRs, and maybe then I would shred him like hot knife through the butter, don't you think so? Let's try to do that. Oh, easy game. I found some skill inside of me, fellas. Tap 2 twice and easy peasy lemon squeezy. We are gaming and we are playing. Very nice. Here you go. This is why you should have a couple of them gold rounds in your tank for those situations and for matchmaking like this. You don't really have any control whatsoever, and you just simply need to be, you are already in the bottom of the chain, okay? So, in order to protect yourself, in order to have at least your home warm, you need to have at least a couple of the gold rounds, and I believe that makes sense. Meanwhile, we are hitting another shot to the IS-2S, and this is great. I am feeling pretty happy with my performance and how we are playing the game. Now this IS-2S, he might be a bit more aggressive against our T-150, at least I hope he will, and once again we are just simply holding the angle. There is no need for us to shit our pants and to say no. There is no reason to, fellas. So relax, take it easy, and let's try to punish this gentleman. This IS-2S, he is cautious, fellas. Pay attention to what he is doing. He is not even side-scrapping anymore. He's saying, "F this shit, I'm out." Hell no! I mean, what are you supposed to do? And he's par to the other side. So that opens us the other angles to this game. What we are going to do, we are going to cross here and we will try to beat the living crap out of the Mr. Tiger 1. That's the plan. Obviously, by any means, fellas, I am trying to avoid the ghosts in this game, the final bosses in this game. We need to avoid the Cover 4 and Su-101. This is very important thing to say, and believe me, those two guys, they are not going to mess around. They will smack us so damn hard we will forget our name. Meanwhile, Hellcat is getting a nice angle for us. That's on me. I made a mistake here, but that's okay. And we are smacking the Tiger 1 once again. That's fine. I did not realize that this Hellcat is going to take a humongous attention to us. And once again, that's my mistake, fellas. Wait a bit. Boom. Nice shot to the Tiger 1. Beautiful. And we are feeling relatively alright here. Nice. Okay, do I want to load the high explosive ammunition for IS-2S? I think I do. He has like 3 hit points, so I believe we could splash him down out of this game and he could forget his name. Let's see. Can we be aggressive enough against this IS-2S? Question mark. Hellcat. Ooh, remember me? Remember you hit me before. How are you doing? Enjoying yourself? Schnei 330. Super Hellcat or standard Hellcat is thinking, oh my bananas. Yep, your bananas. 290 in the face. Now he's saying, wait a second. Who are you? I'm your worst nightmare, buddy. Easy game. Very nice. Okay, what do we want to do now? I have a feeling we are going for our biggest fear at this point, and we are going for the Mr. Cover 4. I think he's using big alpha damage gun. I am pretty sure about this, but it is not saying it doesn't make us easier to eliminate him from the game. Believe me, it is not any easier. In fact, I think I am ignoring him and I am going for the gentlemen who are sitting here next to the red line. I have a feeling our scavengers or our, how it's called, how that bird is called, which is going for the remains. I can't remember the word, but let's call them scavengers. They are going to beat the living crap out of this Cover 4, so that's okay. Now this is quite a hard situation for us because we are kind of going through the open field, but I am up to take the risk, okay? Yeah, I know, it is completely fine. I was greedy in the end of the battle and I made a mistake, so nothing what I can change about this. Let's teleport into the endgame score, shall we? And we are back with a score, fellas. I remember the word I was looking for. Vultures, bloody vultures. That's what I was looking for. Anyways, close to 2000 damage, 300 assisting damage, first class, beautiful performance. I am very happy with this. We are third by experience, we are third by the damage, and considering we were bottom of the chain in this matchmaking, that was great performance. Meanwhile, we are making 30,000 profits, so that's nice. Let's go for round number 3, shall we? And we are back. So what do we have? We have a Siegfried line. We are playing against the tier 5. So at this time we are a top tier. So we can flex a bit for the enemies. Don't you think so? Let's see. I think the very first position which we are going to take is going to be this bunker here. I have a feeling this is going to be the best startup gameplay for ourselves, and obviously if we would start the game in the other spawn, I would go either here in the middle or either here to snipe. But at this situation, unfortunately, fellas, but there is nothing what we can change there, and we need to accept what we have, fellas. So, the first things first. Škoda. Škoda. How are you doing, buddy? BDR might try to go back. If BDR will try to go back, he will take one. Škoda is thinking about peeking, and kaboom, beautiful shot in the face. Unfortunately, he is penetrating us, but I do not really mind that too much, as wrong as it sounds, and I am waiting until he is going to peek once again, and there is a chance he is going to peek. Meanwhile, I am paying attention at the maxi map, and we have BDR who is peeking, and you saw how fast of a reaction we had. I was not looking into the Škoda, I was looking into the maxi map, and whenever I saw the BDR appearing on the maxi map, that means we had a side of his, right? And since we had a side of his, obviously we went for it. Beautiful, another shot, 750 alpha damage, hip hip hooray. Looking into this performance of this tank, fellas, we rated this tank as a playable in Index. Honestly, looking what this tank is capable of, I would consider even putting this vehicle to the good category, as wrong as it sounds. Just because of the alpha damage and just because what this tank is capable of doing, even when the things are not looking that great, right? So, for example, whenever you are dealing against the higher tiers, you still have alpha damage, you still have somehow decent penetration, and you can penetrate them. So honestly, fellas, this tank is not bad whatsoever. If you are struggling with any tank in the world of tanks, you need to figure out what is the reason why you are struggling, what you do not like. You don't like speed? Well, then put turbo on it. If you don't like gun accuracy, then try to maximize gun accuracy to the maximum, right? It is very important thing to highlight and to say, especially for a newer players in the world of tanks. This is truly important thing, fellas. Anyways, we are sitting in quite great position here. I am just simply waiting until enemies will say, "Ooh," and until they will try to make a bit of pressure, because eventually this VK, he will do that. And whenever he will try to be invested into the game, whenever he will try to be aggressive, we are going to spank him like no one did ever before, you know? That's what we are waiting for. For now, we are patient. I don't see the opportunity how we can be a bit more involved in this battle. I simply don't see anything. I can't go in front because I will go into the humongous crossfire by VK, other VK, Panzer, T-34-85. It is just simply not worth it. Instead of doing that, we are just chilling, and we are just relaxing, and we are waiting until enemies will mess up. Although maybe, I repeat, maybe we can go for a blind shot like this. There is a chance the T-25 is sitting in this bush and he is enjoying himself. So how about if we will go for a couple of the blind shots? There is always a chance, fellas, we are hitting those. Oh, pay attention at this. Look, he is moving. I wonder, is he moving because we blind shotted him, or why he is moving? This is the question. I don't like how the things are looking like in this battle, unfortunately. I don't really like how our team is playing this game, but once again, nothing what we can change about this. Although, look at this beauty. How are you doing? He is trying to be aggressive. We are smacking him for 250 in the face, and this is where alpha damage is getting in handy, right? We are having extremely good alpha damage, and all we need to do, we need to use it with a big smile on our face. Beautiful. This guy is out from the game. Excellent. And how about if we would try to help our forces who are playing here? Or maybe I can punish someone who is playing in the middle as well, right? So let's see. Can we do something dirty here? Oh yes, we can. Oh yes, we can. Look at this beauty. How are you doing? Luckily, he's not paying attention, so we are smacking him once. Maybe we can smack him twice if he is going to. Nope, we are not going to smack him twice. That's okay. And now let's get involved here. Look, M10 will be aggressive, and he will die. What to do now? Good, he's down to one-shottable. Excellent shot. And now we are going to sit here, hold down. I know enemies have a humongous advantage over our team, okay? You don't need to tell this to me. I am very, very well aware of that. But in the same time, I don't feel like I could do something now. All I can do, I can hope for enemies make a mistake like this Hellcat is doing, right? This is only one hope, this is only one dream which we have. We still have 4 minutes of the battle left, so let's activate our Binus and let's try to annoy enemies to the maximum. Okay, T-67 dead, hopefully. Unfortunately, it is not the case. Shame, shame, shame. How about the Super Hellcat or Standard Hellcat? Good, he's taking one for the team. We are smacking him in the face for once. That's good. We have a gentleman who has the second mark of excellence, so I do not really have any armor whatsoever against him, but I hope our Hellcat will smack him in the face. Hopefully, he will. We got extra shot of damage. That's nice, but it is not going to save the situation. And I have a feeling our team is going to lose this battle. Although, our team has 3 minutes left of the game, so maybe this is going to be an interesting game. Let's spectate this battle, fellas, and let's see how the things are looking like. Our Wolverine is shooting high explosive ammunition, which is definitely not the best call, but it is how it is. Although our Hellcat managed to find a shot, and he smacked this 82 for solid 200 HP. That's very, very nice. Now our Hellcat needs to get involved somehow. Meanwhile, he noticed that there is a Panzer who is trying to flank him from behind, and he needs to make sure he is going to kill this guy. There is only 2 minutes of the battle left, so if I would be this gentleman, I would probably go for the Panzer just to eliminate him from the game, right? Just to beat the living crap out of him. Although our Hellcat does not have a sixth sense. Or maybe I missed that, or maybe he was spotted all the time, or maybe he is not spotted. You never know. Either way, Panzer, yeah, he doesn't have a sixth sense, unless I am silly, which could be possibility. Anyways, MT-25 is taking one for the team. Our Super Hellcat or Standard Hellcat, he is paying a humongous attention at this Panzer, and now he is considering about fixing his ammo rack. Luckily, he fixed his ammo rack. That's very, very good sign. And all he needs to do, he needs to go in front, and he needs to eliminate this guy before it's too late. Meanwhile, Arta is smacking him in the face, and oh boy, that's a disaster. He lost his gunner, he lost his commander, and he lost his virginity in the same time. Oh well, nothing what he can change about this. Meanwhile, our last force, aka Wolverine, he's thinking about eliminating T-25 from the game, but I don't really think it is going to be so easy, considering enemies have Artas and enemies have T-67 who is sniping from the back. Meanwhile, Artas stunned our Wolverine. Our Wolverine is definitely unhappy. Meanwhile, Skoda is about to reload. He has 2 in the magazine. Or Skoda is dead. Actually, Skoda did not have autoloader. I repeat, fellas, Skoda did not have autoloader. I thought it is Skoda T-25, but that was Panzer. Doesn't really matter. The most important thing, I noticed my mistake, right? And I highlighted this, which is good. And 1 minute on the timer. Our Wolverine is running for his life as much as he physically and possibly can. And I believe it is fair to say we are not going to win this battle. But what we might see Wolverine beating the living crap out of the clicker. And Wolverine is playing for Mark of Excellence. I believe it's quite visible, right? He has a second start on the barrel, and he stopped in the middle of the field, and he got killed by the noob 4. Okay, he got killed by the noob 4, fellas. Hey, it is his name. Don't you dare to say anything. That was absolutely amazing. Anyways, we are coming back with a defeat, but I am proud with my performance, and I think we did the things very, very well. I honestly think this tank is better than playable. I might change the rating of this vehicle in the index. With a turbo and with a good setup, this tank definitely can work better than many other tanks can, right? Obviously, it is not boogie by any means, but this tank can work as well. Anyways, we have a second class with a defeat. We are second by the damage. Ooh, Wolverine, beautiful play. We are second by experience as well. We made 53,000 profits. Hip hip hooray. And if only we would have a bit stronger team, we would have a victory. But no complaints, no regrets. We are accepting what we have, and I am proud of our result, fellas. So in the end of the day, what do we have? We have 2.2 thousand average damage and 200 assisting damage. And I think this tank worked pretty damn well. I honestly think everything went very, very well with 40 TP. And you know what, fellas? If you played with this vehicle yourself, please tell me what kind of equipment you was using. And do you think the tank is good? Do you think the tank is bad? I'm quite curious what you have to say. And how would you rate this tank? From bad, playable, good, or epic? Thank you very much for everything, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out. Peace.